Uh, Good morning, teacher. Today we're going to present to you our project Java application to understand job market using machine learning and Java scrapping. Expression of the need. Most people in Morocco use the internet to find jobs and find information about the world of the work. Finding a job that match your skill and region can take a lot of time and effort. So the solution that we propose is that we're going to create a Java application which allow to you to scrap website and extract data from them. The second part concern machine learning that classify the data. Our team composed from أبو سعدية أنس العتيتين خديجة and me قفصاوي مروان. The conception. After the realization of any IT project, we start with the essential phase because it makes it possible to define all the building block of the application and their interface. The importance of this phase is technically manifest in the fact that a sloppy design will crash a project in a sure and a certain way. Indeed, we opted for UML as an object-oriented design method, and we're going to present to you the diagrams. First is a use case diagram. We have a 5 use case. Choisir un website, télécharger résultats, authentifier, la consultation des résultats du scrap et puis créer un profil avec un seul utilisateur, c'est qui va utiliser notre application. Class diagram, we have 5 classes, author and website, user and algorithm and website. Second diagram in which we express the interaction between the user and the system. Here, for example, we have user that need to authenticate, then to pass to enter his URL that he want to extract data from, and save this data in a database system. In this project, we will scrap websites and extract job posting data with the search of critical informatics and its IT sector, which our websites, which are recruit.com and emploi.ma. We got from scrapping 148 for offer from recruit and 500 offer from emploi. So now we will move into the implementation.
Okay, let's start with the scrapping. This is our code to scrap website job. We will test that. In the beginning, here is the database. It's free. It has no data. Now let's run the code. Here we see that the data is the offer is scrapping. The first offer, the second, the third, etc. Okay, we will stop that. And here, if we check the database, it's not anymore free. We will see that the data that we extract from the offer is inserting in the database. So now let's move to our application interface. If I enter a wrong password, a wrong username, for example, it gives a message that user or password are incorrect. Now let's enter the right one. We will scrap. Here I will give the link of the website that I want to extract data from. I will give an example of the website emploi.ma. And here we are, the table that has the old data extracted taken from the database. Okay, here we have 1048 offer.
So now we will go into the machine learning integration. First of all, we will be working with a program called Weka. Weka is a Java-based framework for the integration of machine learning into our Java programs. Weka is a program that will allow us to do machine learning predictions and other useful stuff. But first, we will have to actually get our data that we'll use for our machine learning. Now, there are two ways that we can actually use our data. From here, we can integrate Weka with our program, with our database. Now, the way we can do this is we can simply go into the Weka Explorer, and we can open our database here, and we can basically just give them our root and our password, and then we can directly connect. Now, there is also a second way that we can do this, so that we don't give everybody permission to have our database. Instead, we can just give them one version of the database. We can simply export it as a CSV file. Right here, we have the option. Then the CSV file, we can later convert it into a file that Weka can read. RStudio, if we use these two libraries, we can simply write a .irf file using the form and the data table library. Our final file. Now, for a Weka file, it's the same as a CSV file. The only important difference is that we have here at the header a bit of information that will allow us to better do some manipulation. For example, we can see here for the level of study, we can actually give them what each option is. So he doesn't just take our data as a string value, but I will actually make it a nominal variable that he can actually work with. We actually added our values here into our file. We can actually just run it using Weka. This will take a bit. Okay. So here is our file. Once we have run it through Weka, we can see all our attributes. Now, generally, not all these attributes are going to be useful. As you can see, some of them are neither numeric nor nominal. This is because we have found them to be not exactly useful. So what we can do simply is we can edit, and we can remove some of these attributes. So now we have only these four which are useful to us. Now, the useful part about this is that we can actually see a bit of visualization. For example, I can see the level of experience that is demanded by each of these. Now, as we can see here, for the level of study, we have here bac plus 2, 3, 4, and 5 plus. Now we will see that the number of posts, this means that for each offer, how many posts are actually suggested. We see that for the posts that have more than 10 people, meaning they want more than 10 people in the same company, most of them, they want people who have bac plus 3. As for here, people who only want one person, most of them want someone who is a bac plus 5. You basically get the main idea. Over here, we can see, for example, for the type of contract, which is CDI, most of them want people who have between 2 and 5 years of experience. Now, we will actually do what we want to do with machine learning. So to do machine learning, we can simply go to the classify section. And here we have many options we can choose from. One interesting option we have is not logistics, because now it's grayed out because we can't actually do logistics for a numeric value. So now we have actually to change this one into, for example, type of experience. So now we can actually try to predict how much experience that a job offer they want based on other factors, such as the type of contracts they are offering, the level of studies they are choosing, or the number of posts they are looking for. So now to do this, we have actually to split our data into a test side and a training set. For this example, we'll just split it 80% training and 20% just for testing our actual results. So now we will start it. We can see over here that we have around 68.9% accuracy, meaning that they are able to predict the level of experience which is demanded 68% of the time, just based on knowing the type of contract, the type of studies they are looking for, etc. So now here for the confusion matrix, we can actually see the details. We can actually see that for the people who are looking for only less than 2 years of experience, they have not been able to predict this successfully because there are so few companies which are actually looking for people with less than 2 years of experience. But here, if we look between 2 and 5 years of experience, we can actually see that they have predicted it 10 times and only failed 2 times. So now we will look at a tree. A tree is also a very interesting. Now we will look at the level of studies that they want. We'll do the same type of split. And over here, we have a different set of results. We also have pretty much the same levels of accuracy, even though slightly different. But the interesting thing here is that We have also been able to predict the enterprises which look for back piece 3, but we have not been able to predict the ones looking for back and back piece 2, simply because not many enterprises look for this level of studies. We can actually visualize this tree. By visualizing it, we can actually see that which is the most important variable, which allows us to actually predict what level of studies that they want. Is at the top, it is the type of contract. So basically, if we know the type of contract, we can also know that the level of studies which the company is looking for. Now, finally, we will actually do a neural network here. It's multi-layer perceptron. We will try it with the number of posts, because for the others, if you have noticed, we couldn't do the number of posts because it's numeric, but now we can actually do it because this is a neural network. So if we try it here, we can see that for a numeric value, we don't actually predict how much the percentage of success in actually predicting exactly the value, but we just predict how close we got to the value which is demanded. We can try the same neural network with a normal nominal set of data, for example, the type of contracts which they want. And once we do this, we'll notice that we actually get here 79% accuracy, which is slightly better than we have got before.